Yeah, sounds
Okay,
nice.
cool.
That's nice. Cool. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's go, nerds. What's up, pinche carrons? How are y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
As you guys can see, if you got eyes in your head, it is I, your boy Jay, the Bishop of Bullmoose, and we had a Bullmoose baptism today because, as you can see, if you're not looking, if you're just listening, put down whatever you're doing, look at your phone because there's a video component to this. And I got my man Brian from last movie standing. I caught him slipping around, messing around in Maine. I threw a bag over his head. I lured him into my car with a whoopie pie. I threw a bag over his head, threw him in the back of my car, and look, now he's in my basement. And only one of those things is a lie. So cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
For clicking the video.
We are here in Maine. This is not green
Maine.
screen. I'm actually
no green screen.
Actually here. I can touch.
Yeah.
this
Oh,
guy.
that tickles. I came. Anyway, yeah, we're in the same place. This is fucking cool. I hated to be that guy, but it was also like, we got to produce some content because we're in the same geographic location for once, maybe once in our lives. Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Next step, though, and I'm going to throw this out there to the entire internet and the universe and see if we can make this happen. The next step is to get all three of us, the Wild Bunch together. You, me, Chase, in one room, lined up on one couch, and we do a live audio commentary. When we do that, though, I'm telling you, I'll throw down some money for this. We'll have to rent out a venue where we can do it live, and people can actually come watch as we record. We'll live stream it, but we'll also have like a live audience there in Atlanta or wherever we do it. That'll get my ass back down to Atlanta. So.
That'll do it. No, I think it's cool when like YouTubers actually go and like visit other people's stuff and like see their collection, because we're all like on Zoom calls and we're all in StreamYard together, but actually like going and checking out like other people's collections and like seeing what they have. I think that's really cool.
I think that's actually also a decent segue into whatever it is that we're doing for a video today, because you're here, you're like, let me look at your collection. I've never stood in your library before and looked at all the movies that you bought over the last 25 years. So it's always kind of an experience when you go to somebody's house and you look at their movies and you're like, oh, cool, they've got this thing that I wanted that I never got. Or like, really? You're into this movie, you weirdo? Like, I had the same thing with Chase. Like, I was there for like a while, like for an hour or whatever, like before we even started watching the movie, whatever. I'm like looking at the movies. I'm like, I gotta hold on. I can't focus on talking. I have to look at all your movies. So it's one of those cool things to like gawk at someone else's collection when they're into the same shit you are. Like, you have to do it.
You have to do it. Yeah. And like I said, like as collectors, we're so used to like the only people seeing our stuff is either our spouses, our kids, our family members, or it's not really other collectors, other friends.
I can speaking from experience, I know that spouses and kids do not appreciate your film collection
as much as you do,
as much as anybody does. Like when I die, they're actually going to appreciate it the most, because like finally we can sell this shit. We're going to make $10,000 selling all the dumb movies he bought 40 years ago now that he's dead. So
it's like, why does he have 3 copies of this one movie?
Why does he have 8 copies of Better Off Dead? Like, why? Dad, why did you buy all these John Cusack movies from the 80s? It's silly, I know, but it's something that we do. So yeah, another collector, like having you actually come down and appreciate, that's actually kind of nice for me, because like, oh, somebody who gives a shit is looking at the movies that I have, and that was kind of cool. So,
and we have such different like styles and collections too that it's really cool to see. Like, honestly, and y'all may not know this, but this dude's a massive Steelbook collector.
I have a lot of Steelbooks.
Massive Steel. I was shocked.
I have like 200 or so. Like, not huge. I mean, I know there are people out there
that
that have way more than
whole, like half of that whole. You can't see it, but he's got a whole shelf over there. It's all
I got my
Steelbook.
wall. I keep my wall.
His wall over there. It's so. I would have never guessed. With all the Criterion videos you make and all that. I'm like,
but I do have a good bit of Criterions over there, don't I?
Bro, you got more Marvel Steelbooks than Criterion.
That's not true. No, they didn't make that many Marvel Steelbooks. I got like 175 Criterions. They've made like 50 Marvel Steelbooks, maybe not even that much. But I do have all the Marvel Steelbooks.
Yeah,
so.
He does.
Suck it, Chase.
Yeah, he does.
JK, I'm missing like 2.
That was the biggest shock, was seeing all the Marvels, all the Steelbooks, not Marvel. I was shocked with all the Steelbooks. It's just one of those things you never know.
What about anime? Do you own any anime?
I don't.
Were you surprised that I don't have a ton for you listeners or viewers at home? There's a small shelf of anime though over there.
I honestly didn't even really look at it
because
I didn't know what I was looking at.
And it's not just the Studio Ghibli, because I feel like there's respectable anime, and then there's like Urotsuki Doji and La Blue Girl, right? There's like respectable anime. Like I have Princess Mononoke on Steelbook, and everyone's like, oh, okay, you're a man of culture. Or it's like, yeah, I watched La Blue Girl, and that has a monster with 8 dicks railing 8 different high school girls in a cartoon, and everyone's like, don't come near my kids. Like everyone's like, you're not welcome in this daycare anymore. Like there's definitely different levels of anime, and I don't have any of the dick ones, the dick monster ones. I don't. There's no dick monster anime over there, but I do have some anime that you wouldn't necessarily expect from me, being like, I'm the Criterion dude, and I'm the Ghibli guy.
I don't know anime, so I can't. I didn't even really look. I just saw, oh, Japanese cartoon. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, you're like,
I'm not even see any Dragon Ball Z over there though.
I don't have any Dragon Ball Z.
Which was a little surprising, honestly.
Yeah, I got City Hunter for any anime folk out there. I got City Hunter. That's a big one for me. It's 80s. I like, so like for me, it's like the 80s vibe. It ties in with my 80s vibe in other genres of media, because I do have like Better Off Dead, like 4 copies of Better Off Dead, and One Crazy Summer and other 80s films. But I've got Kimagure
Orange Road. A lot of 80s stuff over there.
Yeah, I do have a lot of. That's my lane.
Yeah.
So like I feel like, you know, you've got a lane, and I've gotten to know your lane over the months, year that we've kind of been talking and know each other. And then I feel like Chase has a lane too. And I feel like the 3 of us get along good because we got a lot of overlap in like what we like, but it's not full overlap. Like you got some shit. Like I like American Pie, but like I don't, like I'm not on your level by like any stretch.
I didn't see it.
I don't have any American Pie.
He doesn't have any. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the 4Ks.
It's coming.
And then I will get that Steelbook. And any American Pie still, if they release any of the sequels, and I will buy those then.
Yeah.
4K Steelbook I'll buy.
I think they'll release them all on Steelbook, especially with how big they are now. Because I don't know if you saw my video. The only other one's an import.
Yeah.
And it's a Blu-ray. So but now that the 4K is coming out, you'll definitely have to get the Steelbook because the transfer is amazing.
Damn, all right. I gotta check that out. I mean,
did it go out? Do you know how far back it died?
No, I do not. I have no idea. Yes, that's kind of the risk of swinging the microphone too much. And now it's going to look like I'm just blowing you the whole video. Like, hey guys, I'm gonna address Brian's dick for the rest of this video.
I was about to say we could move it closer to like.
All right, I'm no longer going to be addressing Brian's dick for the remainder of this video. I can sit up again. I should have charged this. I don't know what I was thinking. I just thought
last minute.
It's fucking. I knew we were gonna make a video today though. Like I knew last night. I was like, this place is a mess, and I want to clean it before Brian comes over, and I didn't. So, guys, I don't know how far back my audio went kaputs, but I think it's only been about 60 seconds. So you're not gonna lose too much of this video. And shit, I don't know. I mean, it's not like
editing. Power of editing.
Editing. This is gonna hit the cutting room floor, guys, for sure. I don't even know why I'm saying this because you're not going to see this. I'm gonna cut this moment out. So if you got anything embarrassing to reveal, now is the time. But I think I was saying something about, I don't know, Steelbooks?
We were talking about American Pie.
American Pie. You're a huge American Pie guy. That's not really my lane. That's okay. You know, like I like the movies. We can get along. Like I don't hate them, but I'm not on your level of fandom.
You're not offended by the fact that I like
I'm not offended by, it's not like you've just disparaged my religion. I've got a fucking jihad on you.
What was the movie I said I'd never seen I didn't like, and you told me to get out to your house?
Oh, Big Trouble in Little China. I was like, you might need to fucking leave now.
Yeah.
You might need to leave the state. I'm putting a bounty on your head for not liking Big Trouble in Little China.
Dude, that won't be hard. I'd take like 2 steps and I'm in New Hampshire.
Yeah, that's also true. You're about a mile from New Hampshire. You could like jog to New Hampshire from here. I'm also glad I got him the crinkliest fucking water bottle. Hey, let's record a podcast. Let me give you the crinkliest water bottle. I gotta stop buying the crinkly water bottles for people. I got them because they're eminently recyclable people. I care about the earth.
It's like, here's a cup with some ice, bro.
Yeah. But I would give you like a glass one so you can hear the ice tinkling off the side. That's ridiculous.
It's like audio nightmare.
It is an audio nightmare. Like I've got my podcast background is like, fuck, there's so much noise. Oh, well. So, yeah, I'm sure at some point in time when I visit Texas, I'll come check out all your movies and be like, yo,
yeah,
dude,
you need to.
You've got this silly anime from 1987. That's so dumb. I've got Urusei Yatsura. I've got all of those over there. One of those is now out
there's
of
like
print.
a whole section where I'm like, I don't know what any of these are. I'm just going to surpass because it's like Steelbooks. Like how he has it is like Criterions. Actually, is that a whole top row Criterion?
Yeah, so the whole top row, all the way left to right, is Criterions, and then
it's a lot
starts
of Criterions.
again.
and then the Marvel. It's kind of like then Steelbook Central, Arrow, a lot of Arrows, and then this whole kind of middle section of like Japanese like anime cartoon movies I don't know, and then DVDs.
Yeah. Well, no, I got some standard Blu-rays. I got Vestrons.
It's kind of split, and then like a whole other shelf back here, which you can kind of see right here, which is like more Vinegar Syndrome.
Yeah, the stuff that now
and Kino.
I do have some stuff in my frame now. I didn't used to put my DVDs in the frame, but I got a few movies back here now because I don't have room for them elsewhere. So you'll just have to tolerate seeing a small shelf of movies.
Also, I finally got to figure out if this fireplace was real or fake.
Don't tell the internet though. It's real. It's totally real, guys. It's a real fucking fireplace, and that's why we have it on in August. You have picked some movies out of my collection.
I have
to roast me over, apparently, right?
Not really roast. Some are just kind of surprises that I would find in your collection from just watching your. Because with most of us, they just watch us on YouTube or on the internet, and then it's like, oh, your movie collection is actually way more.
Okay, you got to get your movie collection. Like Jason, you're always this tough guy talking shit on the internet, but when I'm sitting there looking, you got romance anime from 1987. That's pretty gay. You got John Wayne movies.
He's got Snakes on a Plane. On
are we starting with Snakes on a Plane?
Let's start with Snakes on a Plane.
I got Snakes on a Plane on DVD.
So this was honestly. This originally was to pick out to be like, I can't believe he has Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is one of the coolest slip covers for a DVD I have ever seen.
Can they see how embossed it is?
I don't know
like
if you can see, but it's snakeskin and it's really textured. But the back, if you look at the back, it's even got this like, like this is a really cool, like I would buy this just to have under my cool, like, slip covers, cool packaging things, because it really feels like snakeskin.
Yeah, it's like it's got a snakeskin. I'll hold it a little closer so you guys can see. This might be the one time that the glare actually works in our favor.
We go. Yeah.
Do you see that snakeskin? That's like a snakeskin. It's like a faux snakeskin, obviously. Although I don't like snakes, so if they use real snakeskin, I wouldn't care. And this used to be a rental. You can see I bought this used from an old video store, and I probably got it for about $10 back in the day, $8.
Yeah,
so I like Snakes on a Plane. I got hammered in that movie. Let me tell you.
This explains you saying motherfucker a lot. Actually.
Yeah. I do like Samuel L. Jackson, and he is my spirit animal when I'm like motherfucker. Yeah, that's my dude. I used to wear boots. I got them still. I got cowboy boots, and you just stick a flask in the boot.
Oh yeah.
And no one gives a shit. You walk around with alcohol in your foot the whole time. And so I would sneak flasks into, or small like little guys of whiskey into a movie, and then you get like an icy. You pour the whiskey in the icy, and boom, that's the way to do it. That's how I watched Snakes on a Plane. I stumbled out that motherfucker.
I don't think I saw it in theaters. That was one of those. I was obviously around. I was in high school when did this come out?
It was 06, I want to say.
06. So I'd graduated high school already. But this was one of those. It just looked so goofy. I didn't bother seeing it in the theaters. Just because everybody talked about that one scene in the movie. It's Snakes on a Plane. I mean, the name alone. It's a stupid movie.
Yeah. They built it around the title. Everyone's like, oh, it's a joke. Snakes on a Plane. What a stupid movie. And then somebody's like, oh, well, we need to build a whole movie around that and get Samuel L. Jackson in it. So he could be like, MF Snakes on his MF plane,
And then as soon as somebody releases that on 4K, everybody's going to get excited again for it.
If Arrow puts that, remember when people thought Cobra might be Snakes on a Plane?
Yeah.
Like there was that hint, and it was like, well, it could be Cobra, it could be Snakes on a Plane.
It could be.
They'd already put out Deep Blue Sea, so it was like kind of connected to Snakes on a Plane.
It is New Line.
Yeah.
It is New Line. So Arrow, honestly, they're putting out Poseidon.
Yeah.
They're putting out all these early 2000 movies. Guys, we could get Snakes on a Plane, but if they don't do a box or a slipcover with the
snakeskin,
they're going to lose points.
Because we know how good it could be.
We know how good,
We had it good. We were a proper nation once.
When DVDs were just
DVDs were popping off. I got some interesting packaging over there, though. Like I do have some DVDs that I picked up because it's like.
And that's a good segue because I only picked 2 DVDs out of this, and they were just for packaging. That one was one packaging I've never seen, but this Fight Club box.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I have the Blu-ray slip cover, and it's got the little thing, but I've never seen it with like this particular artwork.
Yeah. With it's like the brown paper bag.
The brown paper bag. And I really like these because I have a couple of these that are like the Quentin Tarantino ones, Jackie Brown, Pulp Fiction, True Romance ones.
I think people oftentimes forget, like you see DVDs, you see a lot of old DVDs at like Goodwill and shit, and it's just the clamshell case that opens it. People think DVD packaging was always very boring, and that like these new Arrow and Vinegar Syndrome invented cool packaging, but it's like, when I look through, I've got Get Shorty, I got Fight Club. I've had Fight Club since like, I don't know, 2001. That's the OG DVD for Fight Club. And like, they really made that shit feel very premium.
Like, I think DVD had the most creative packaging with stuff. Because now, I mean, we're getting the premium stuff with Arrow, Umbrella. I think Imprint's getting really creative with their stuff, but it's kind of the same. It's a box. It's the same slip box with like maybe a book inside, but in art cards and posters, it's all the same.
And it's just different artwork on the outside.
Different artwork on the outside, but with DVDs, there was different variety and what it felt like more of an experimentation. And
it's like custom to that movie. Like
it's custom to that movie. Yes.
Yeah. Like the snakeskin only works for Snakes on a Plane. You can't do snakeskin for Die Hard because they're not related.
It's not going to work.
I feel like there was a lot of, and that custom stuff borders on kind of kitschy a little bit, where it's like gimmicky. It's like here's a DVD set of Die Hard that's shaped like the Nakatomi Plaza Tower, and it's $400 because it's like this tall diorama. So it's like that stuff gets a little cheesy, but I do like when it's something like something tasteful, like Snakes on a Plane, because that's tasteful.
Well, Arrow now and I got to feel it for the first time, but the cruising box set you have, like that faux leather, because I heard people complain about it. Because I think they were expecting it a little bit more leather, but that's something new Arrow did. And I feel like it's faux leather, but it's just after feeling it, it's just a different paper stock with the cuts in it. I feel like that's all it is. But that's creative enough. I mean, they could do that with Snakes on a Plane if they wanted to.
They could.
Because it's just basically like embossing. That's all it is. Is embossing. But speaking of packaging, I mean, did this kind of go then to what we're talking about, how it's all the same, like same with these. I picked this one out because I had never seen this. This is really cool. I know a lot of people shit on this Terminator transfer. I've never seen it personally, but
I own it, but I haven't watched it yet.
This packaging, I think, is really, really dope.
Yeah.
And this is a 4K. So if you get the new transfer or whatever, you can just keep this.
Slot that new transfer
and put the new disc in.
I need to watch it. I mean, it's one of the things I got because it's Terminator 2. It's 4K Steelbook. It's like,
but it's honestly some of the coolest art I've seen.
Sick art
for this franchise. And this has like that Lionsgate limited style slip. So
it's one of those things too, where it's like, it's such a stupid franchise in all honesty. Like the first one's good. The second one's good. But it's like, you guys just needed to like stop. Just please, just stop. Like,
I honestly, and I know a lot of people probably hate this. I like Genesis.
Genesis was okay.
It's fun. It's not a great movie, but it's like just a fun action movie. It's got some cool throwbacks.
It's the better of the sequels.
I think it's the better of the sequels.
Like they just went ahead, like recast Reese, recast Linda, recast it, and let's just start over and do something new. That, at least I had a little bit of respect for that, because it's like, okay, don't try to make it like, well, Judgment Day is going to happen anyway, even though they prevented it. It's like stupid. Dark Fate was stupid because they tried to tie it back to Terminator 2.
Really dumb,
but let's ignore Salvation and Genesis. And
Salvation was actually not as I refused to watch Salvation for the longest time, but a friend kind of made me watch it.
Yeah,
and I didn't hate it.
No,
and it felt like, I mean, it came after Transformers, so it had that kind of Transformery kind of feel with the robots taking over in the apocalyptic kind of thing. But I like the style they were going for with it. I think it's the only thing I remember about 3 is the hot Terminator chick. That was the only selling point of that movie. I don't need, like, other than that, I don't remember anything about Terminator 3.
She needed to like screw her way to John Connor. Like, she needed to get to him and be like, yo,
we need to make this baby.
Yeah, she needed to be like, I'm gonna make your wildest dreams come true. And then like she just clenches her vagina and rips his dick off, and then he's done for at that point. Like, once she's got her legs around him, it's like Famke Janssen in GoldenEye, except she's a fucking robot. She could create so much force that a human body's not capable of. She could put PSI around his midsection that would actually literally like pop his body into two right there at the abdomen, like right there at the diaphragm. So diaphragm up would be like one part, and then diaphragm down would be another, and she could just pop him in half, like literally kill him with her vagina. She could actually like just vacuum his insides out through his dick hole and just like create suction into her vagina and just pull all of his interior organs out, his aorta, he would bleed out in seconds because she just activated the Terminator vagina vacuum and just suck all that. You mean the creativity that's lacking from having a female Terminator and knowing what dogs, all men are. Like, you're going to go up to a single John Connor who's 25 years old and practically homeless living on the streets, and you're going to offer him the top grade caviar of pussy, and he's not going to say yes, and then you're not going to be able to kill him in a hotel, motel, seedy, cum-covered motel bathroom where I don't understand how these people didn't. Let's just make them time travel again. Let's remake the same movie 4 fucking times instead of having the female Terminator kill him with her vagina. Even Austin Powers understood that, like, the fembots are a thing. You can kill people with sexualized robots that have machine guns in their tits. Like, if Mike Myers can fucking think of it, then the Terminator people should think of that and put that in, and then we would have gotten to see that girl naked a little bit more. That's what I'm getting to, is that as the viewer,
Terminator 3 is a soft spot for him.
Yeah, Terminator 3, no, it's a kind of a hard spot for me below the waist. But I think they could have done more with it. Yeah, Terminator is a franchise, and this is probably a video all its own, as evidenced by that rant a moment ago.
You could go in on Terminator.
Terminator is a franchise with a problem. It was a one-idea franchise that they managed to come up with a good second part, where it's like, oh, if we put a little twist on this, we're going to make the bad guy the good guy by reprogramming him.
It was also the CGI with a huge
100%.
It wasn't just for the movie, but it did so much for the industry alone, like pioneering. Yeah. Like, I think when people look at Terminator 2, yes, it's an amazing story. Yes, it's got amazing action.
It was the hype too.
It's one of the hypest like 90s movies ever, but people really just talk about the T-1000.
I remember begging my parents to see that movie. I mean, was that 92 when that came out?
It was 91 or 92.
Okay, so I'm roughly 10 years old. I'm not at the point where I can show myself R-rated movies. So I got to get like parental, somebody needs to take me to the theater or like rent this bitch for me. And I just remember, man, the hype around Terminator 2, like that was the movie of all movies that I wanted to watch that movie more than any other movie on the planet. I just wanted to see that movie so bad. And in hindsight, it's really like, come on, like why were my parents like, I don't know about Terminator 2. Like, I'm watching True Lies with a bitch with 3 titties. Like, come on, man. Like, a little Terminator 2 is just a little like, pew, pew, you know, it's a little action, but it's not like I said, nobody was getting vagina, killed by a robot vagina like I would have made in my movie.
Total Recall.
Total Recall. I like that one. You know, when they did the remake of Total Recall, instead of having 3 titties, they should have made the girl have 3 vaginas.
I like the remake.
I never saw it. I started watching it. But
I like it for it's not bad. It's not near as good as the first one, but I'm a huge like Glenn Weissman fan, or at least was back then, because he did Underworld.
Yeah.
You know, he did Live Free or Die Hard, but
he was married to what's her face?
Kate Beckinsale, who's in the movie playing a villain, and you got Jessica Biel in there. Like, to me, that movie hits on all cylinders. People just don't like it because it's just called the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those movies that should have been called something else, but it is a Total Recall remake.
Yeah.
So I think it's really
cool. Which
itself
is not even, it's based on a book that's not even Total Recall. It's based on a book called Do Androids Dream? We'll Remember It For You Wholesale. It's the same author as
it's like
Blade
Do
Runner.
Androids Dream of Sheep or something?
Do Androids Dream? No, that's Blade Runner. Do Androids Dream of artificial sheep? And then Total Recall is We'll Remember It For You Wholesale. And I think it's one of his short stories, I think. But yeah.
But that's a great one. I've been wanting to do a video on the remake of Total Recall for a while.
Do it. I think do it. I'll do my Terminator franchise video. If you do. Coming up next, guys, we're going to record it right here in this basement in front of that very real fire. Boom. Be on the lookout. That's what we're recording right after this. The recording session continues.
But next, and this was a surprise to me. As much as this guy talks Criterion and he's smart as shit, he's also got Deadpool too.
Yeah, I like Deadpool.
That's surprising.
I have a bunch of dumb movies, don't I? Like when you look up, you're like, wow, Snakes on a Plane.
I was shocked. Like, this is a huge Marvel fan. And what's funny is, the biggest critique I got for saying I thought Sorcerer was slow. All the comics,
some kind of dumb Marvel fan.
Yes, it was all. He just likes those Marvel movies and stuff. And I'm like, the biggest Criterion person I know
has all the Marvel movies.
Has all the Marvel movies. Like literally everyone on Steelbook. And I'm like,
man.
It just,
honestly, I'll give them credit for kind of pulling me a little bit back into physical media and 4K, because I went to Best Buy one day and I saw that Black Panther 4K Steelbook and I was like, that looks pretty cool. Let me buy that. And then I went back and bought all the other ones, and it kind of pulled me back into physical media pretty hardcore when that Black Panther
one.
Because that was what, 2019? That was like right around the time my daughter was born.
It was before COVID, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
This kid is way too skinny on this artwork. That's a fat kid in the movie, and they made him look super skinny.
I think Deadpool 2, I'll go out there and say I think it's kind of peak Deadpool. I don't like it as much as the first one.
What's that? I don't like it as much as the first one.
I like it more than the first one. I think it's got a little bit more heart. I think it's a little bit more like...
I love the Celine Dion song, though.
I know.
Ashes.
I like how it was like a play on the James Bond opening.
One thing, yeah.
I was actually kind of sad that they faded the song out and they didn't do the whole song. Like a James Bond movie does the whole song,
yeah.
The full 3.5 minutes or whatever. And this was like the first half, and then he fades it out. And I'm like, dude, like he should have gone all the way with it, because I love the Celine Dion song. And I actually really love one reason why that has the theatrical version and the director's cut. But I say, fuck the director's cut. Don't watch that one, because they change up the music at the end. And in the theatrical version, when he actually does finally successfully die and he's reunited with his love and he's not scarred up again, he's got his hair back and he looks like Ryan Reynolds again. And they're playing the Unplugged. It's from MTV Unplugged. And the vinyl's like $100, or I would buy it. But it's MTV Unplugged Aha Take on Me. But it's okay. It's that really super popular Take on Me, like dun 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 dun. That song from the 80s. It's in like 100 movies.
Yeah.
But they did the Unplugged version, which they just like chopped and screwed and slowed it way down. Aha did this when they did the Unplugged version. It's like it goes from this like sort of bubblegum 80s pop song that everybody recognizes, even if you don't know it. It turns into this kind of like haunting melody that's like really like very sweet and almost kind of mournful the way it's so anyway, go check that song out. But like the MTV Unplugged version of Take on Me and they took it out for the director's cut and they put something else in. And I was like, done. I'm never watching the director's cut again, because it actually kind of gets me in the feels a little bit. They play that Take on Me song. I'm like, my daughter's like, you all right? I'm like, I'm not crying, honey. It's just Deadpool died. I'm not fucking. I'm not crying over Deadpool.
I don't think they did that with the first one, but even with the third one, when they remixed the Madonna song, with the choir,
yeah.
I mean, you're looking at Hugh Jackman's abs the whole time during that.
Not gay.
Scene.
By the way, guys, I can tell you right now,
if I'm crying, it's not because of the abs, because I love the chorus in the song. But last I picked, this was kind of a surprise because I love this movie, and I don't know anybody else who really has this, but the original Father of the Bride from is it 50?
It's 54?
I know it's 50.
Oh, 1950.
Yeah, it's 1950 with Elizabeth Taylor. I really
Liz Taylor, man,
enjoy this version of the movie. I even have the second one, Father's Little Dividends. Have you ever seen the second one?
No, I don't think I've seen the second one.
Yeah, it's basically the same as
I recently got that. I picked that up in Atlanta with Chase.
Really?
The video that I made with Chase, that I bought that movie during that like hunt video. I was like, oh, look at this. I haven't seen this movie. And first of all, I hadn't seen it in ages. And second of all, it was like, I don't know, it was like $9 for a Warner archive. I was like, all right, I'll take this. Classic film. And I don't know. It's like one of those old movies that I talked to my grandparents about. When they were still alive, we would talk about like old movies. Obviously, they were old. They weren't watching Deadpools and shit.
Yeah.
So like my grandparents watched The Thin Man, and they watched The Awful Truth, and they watched Cary Grant and Notorious and stuff like that, To Catch a Thief, and they watched stuff like this. And so we would like Thanksgiving, Christmas, we would like bond over some of these older movies that they were familiar with, and they were always like, at least the first couple of times we talked about like older movies, like damn, you've heard of Cary Grant, you've seen The Awful Truth, you've seen The Thin Man, and so they were always very impressed with my like, yes, I watch old movies. I watch movies from when you were in your 30s.
Yeah,
old people.
But this is a really good, like even the remakes, Steve Martin, like I tear up every time I see them. They're instant tearjerkers. This one's not so much a tearjerker as much as but yeah, this is one that I personally love, and I've never seen anybody else. It's one of those movies where it's like, you buy stuff just because you love it, and it's not something that you really we'll make YouTube videos about because maybe people have seen it. It's not the popular topic, but just movies you enjoy. Like I really enjoy 1950s movies, and this is one of my favorite 1950s.
Yeah.
So I was kind of surprised when I saw it. When I saw it in the collection, I was like, oh yes, somebody else appreciates.
Yeah, somebody else
this.
appreciates the fine art of 1950s cinema. I think it's a shame. It's a video all unto itself, but people need to watch old movies. More people need to watch old movies, and people need to watch old movies so that we can yell at other people about watching old movies when we get old. And then that way it carries on into the future. There's a reason why we're still reading Shakespeare 400 years later, and they force us to do it in high school. Well, guess what? If I was the principal, I would force your ass to sit down and watch Father of the Bride, the OG 1950 Father of the Bride, and Double Indemnity, and the Roaring Twenties, and Les Samurai, and you're not watching a single thing all summer that came out pre-1960, and that's how it is, because I'm going to culture your ass somehow, damn it, and you're reading Macbeth, and you're reading Hamlet, and to thine own self be true, which is what Polonius said to his son Laertes in Hamlet.
There's the one movie, maybe I didn't see it in the section, because it would be in the Kino section. Do you have The Apartment on 4K?
I do not have The Apartment. I came so close in the last Kino sale, but I had like 10 movies in my cart, so I was like, oh, you know, I'm like really trying to keep it to a reasonable number.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you throw that one in because it's only $14, or is it like
$14 for the 4K? Oh, you should have grabbed that.
I don't know. I don't remember if it was 4K or I don't remember if it was 15 or 20 or whatever it was. It was, you know, it was heavily discounted. It was relatively inexpensive, but it was also like,
The Apartment's a great one. I love Billy Wilder. I'm not the big, like, when it comes to
Billy Wilder.
When it comes to Billy Wilder, like, there are some of his movies that are really
some like
popular.
It hot. You don't like some like it hot,
I'm not the biggest fan, and I don't know what it is. It's because I love Jack Lemmon.
It's got Tony Curtis in it.
Tony Curtis in it.
It's got just Marilyn Monroe.
I just don't.
Yeah,
like Sabrina is one of my favorites.
Sabrina's a great. Oh my god,
Sabrina's amazing.
The Bogey,
yes,
Audrey Hepburn one.
I'm a huge Bogey fan.
Such a good yes. Thank you. See, I was saying earlier, our lanes do converge in areas where it's important.
Yeah,
because Bogey. I mean, honestly, yes. Thank you. Thank you
I
very
like
much.
serious.
I mean, I do still have a problem with you not liking Big Trouble in Little China. Like, it doesn't have to be your favorite, but the fact that you revile such a good movie does make me kind of wonder, like, the fuck is wrong with you?
I own it on DVD, and I'm happy with that version.
That is unfortunate. When it comes out on 4K Steelbook, dude, because I know they're going
to do,
like,
comes out on 4K, I will revisit the DVD to see.
I just think you need to be in the right frame of mind. Look, there was a summer.
Give me some shrooms and I'll rewatch.
Okay, dude, I told you I got them upstairs, man. You need to stay longer. Like, call out sick of work. I got shrooms upstairs. Dude, we could get it on. I got shrooms. I got edibles. I got stuff I don't want to mention on YouTube because the federal government be watching me. Shit, I'm gonna give the DA.
We are close to Canada. We are close to Canada.
We are close to Canada. Keister these shrooms and let's get across the border. Yeah, put them in your butt. I think probably everybody watching this is already subscribed to your channel, but like, just in case.
I think it's I gotta say I think, because it's the last movie standing. I just say look me up last movie standing.
Yeah.
But I think on YouTube I had to put the last movie standing. I'm only on YouTube and Instagram. Same handles. Last movie standing. I think 101.
There you go.
I think so.
Everybody, you probably are already subscribed to Brian, but if you're not, you're definitely not doing shrooms with me till you do. So if you want to do some shrooms, subscribe to my man's, and then, you know, we can get it on. You can join us and we'll watch. What are we watching? Enter the Void?
Into the
Big
Void,
Trouble in Little China.
Big Trouble.
I definitely think you got it. You have to at least hit the vape pen a few times for Big Trouble. Like, I don't think you have to blast off with like DMT. You don't have to like visit the
I got to do something because it's that.
But I definitely think, like, what you do. Here's my recipe. I'll leave you guys with this. Normally, I would teach you how to make LSD at home in your own bathtub, but I'll leave you with this because I've done that before in the past. But I'll leave you with this. This is the recipe for Big Trouble in Little China. You got to get a higher gravity, like a double IPA. So get yourself a double IPA. Make sure it's been a couple of hours since dinner. Okay, like you're not you're not totally
your stomach.
Full.
Yeah,
let things settle. Pop that IPA and drink that down. You don't have to chug it. It's an IPA after all. But drink that down, right? And as that's starting to hit the vape pen 2-3 times as you're loading up the Blu-ray of Big Trouble in Little China. While that thing's loading up,
the menus and everything.
Hit that blue. And if you've really got some time, take an edible about 2 hours, or like take the edible at like 8:30, and then pop in Big Trouble like 10:30 at night, and then drink the beer, and then hit the vape pen, and then get a second beer. Make sure you got a second IPA, because that's the one that you're going to drink through the movie. But you've loaded yourself now. You've got the edibles on board.
Hope y'all are writing this down.
You drank the beer. Yeah, take note. Rewind this if you have to, and then hit the vape pen a couple times. And then as the movie's starting, that's when you crack that beer, and then now you can kick your feet up and you can just work on that. Get a tall boy, but you just work on that. That's how you do it, and I think you'll like it much more if you do it that way next time.
I was about to say, because in Texas, we only got Delta.
Oh, so, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get full spectrum because it's healthier that way. At least that's what I tell myself, guys. Full flower, full spectrum. It's got CBD in it. It's good for you.
Yeah.
It's better than DVD.
Which he's got a massive DVD collection.
I know. Well, he did a lot of that in the 2000s before I was married. Adios to the people. All right. We'll catch you guys on the Flippy Dippy. I'm out of beer. So there's the patrons. Go.
Thanks for having me come to your basement to come
Thank
check.
You for coming to my weird sex basement. Does it smell kind of like coming here?
No, not really. A little feces.
Yeah.
You know? But I mean, you got cats.
I got cats. So yeah. I keep that litter box cute as fuck,
yeah.
Anyway, peace, y'all. Adios. Deuces.